Hi guys! I know it's been a while. It's been a couple weeks. But with everything that was going on astrologically with the eclipses and that super heavy feeling of just that death card energy, I wanted to make sure that I was not reading for you guys with my cup low. So, now those things have cleared up, even though I will say, today Mars is closer to the Earth than it's been in, I don't remember how long, but a really long time. And Mars is where we find our anger. It's also helpful for our passions and things like that, but if you've been feeling super angry lately, especially if you're usually a very passive person, sometimes it's good to find your anger, because when you find your anger, you find the willpower to change things. So if you're sitting there in a feeling of sadness because things aren't going the way that you'd hope them to go, or moving as quickly as you would like, it almost puts you into a place of victimization, because you're not standing in your power. And when you find your anger in those things, you go, no, I'm not going to take this anymore. No, this is some bullshit. I'm moving from this, So, yeah. Light workers need to have their anger too. There's no black and white. It's gray. Nobody is 100% light. Just like no one is 100% dark. Okay, guys, so this is going to be a general reading for all of the sun signs, just in case I don't have time to do individual ones today. However, on Friday, now I gotta do it because I'm putting my word out there. On Friday, I will do a complete reading for all the signs. I don't like putting them out right before the weekend because you guys are all busy doing other things. But, check back next week. I want to check in specifically with the Divine Masculine right now, because these eclipses have been really profoundly affecting the unawakened half, and usually it is the feminine that awakens first and the masculine that comes up along after. And just want to check in and see where that part of the collective is. If I have time today, I'll do a Divine Feminine one too. Thank you guys for being so active on my page and messaging me and booking private readings. It's my goal to have this be the only thing I do, so that I can be uploading videos every single day. That'd be super awesome. So keep telling your friends and neighbors, and I'm happy to read for you. Just send me an email. VibeTribeTarot@gmail.com. Okay, one more shuffle and then we'll get started. Alright. Where's the Divine Masculine right now? That was encouraging. I meant to throw that one card down, but since the other one clung to it, obviously there's something there. Let's start with these. Okay. So the first two cards that came out is the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. The next card that came out was the Eight of Cups, followed by the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles reversed. And what this is saying to me is that they are coming into their own. They've started this journey that they have to take alone. So the Eight of Cups it's about walking away from things that no longer serve your highest good, which is awesome if that's what they're doing. If they're walking away from, behaviors or people or experiences that no longer serve their highest good, it's exactly what we're hoping for the Divine Masculine, that they become awakened to their power, which the Emperor is someone who's standing in their power. The Emperor is someone who's capable of running countries, He's got the abundance under his feet. And usually he has a rap of being, harsh or not harsh, but just unfeeling. But he's got a job to do. He's just not focused on his emotions and things right now. When the Emperor is doing his job, nobody notices him. So that's why. He's just not being the light of the party. I don't know why I wanted to say that. That's not even a saying, but that's just what I saw in my mind. And coming into this Queen of Pentacles, which is great because that would be the feminine energies of him, rather than the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, this one is Barbara Streisand, so that gives you an idea of the kind of person that the Queen of Pentacles is. That's someone who is confident in themselves, who's also seated in their power. This is maturity. This is abundance. This is success. So these are good things. And then with the King of Wands coming out, with the Five of Pentacles reversed that stuck to it. That's the one that I didn't plan on pulling, but it came out. I feel like he is moving into his position of authority and creative power and leaving behind those feelings of being left out in the cold, of being afraid, of being rejected. So it looks like they are really taking care of some codependent behaviors here, which is an absolute must. Coming more into their power instead of being so regretful. Let's see what else the cards say. Yeah, they've been working on themselves. Yeah, they've been working on getting out of this place of regret. Five of Cups, that's crying over spilled milk. That's focusing on the past. When you really romanticize it and then you regret it and you can't even see these beautiful things that are in front of you because you're too busy living in the past. That's what they're working on. They're working on moving forward from that mentality. Eight of Pentacles, working on things that are really beneficial for you. And in this deck, he's working under the moon. See? The full moon. And also in the Eight of Cups, we've got the full moon. So this eclipse and full moon in Aquarius really is eclipsing a lot of things out. There's rebirths, there's awakenings, there's all these things happening, and the eclipse on August 11th will be where, okay, so now we go through all this stuff, and then August 11th is when we get to see all the good from it. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is, a lot of times the pages are seen as communication coming in. Someone wanting to offer you something solid. There's a fly flying around. Go, 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 go. So I see them wanting to stop living in the past, wanting to be a better version of themselves, trying to figure out how they can let go of these codependent tendencies so that they can feel like they have something good enough to offer, so that they can move forward, which is good. We have so many of the court cards coming out. So the Queen of Swords, this can be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. However, doesn't have to be. But this is using their feminine side to cut out things. It goes along with the Eight of Cups. Cut out things that don't need to be in their lives. I see them cutting out family members that are toxic. I don't know why that was so pressed upon me, but it was. And we have her counterpart, the King of Swords. This is having to make a decision. Now, the Queen of Swords, she makes decisions, okay? The King of Swords, he's indecisive. The Queen of Swords makes decisions because she comes from a logical, rational, intuitive place, okay? It's like when you know, I don't trust that person, and everyone goes, why? They haven't done anything to you. And you're like, I don't care. I just don't trust them. And then it turns out they're a thief or something. That's the Queen of Swords, and she's not to be trifled with. And then the King of Swords, he has troubles making decisions because he doesn't come from that intuitive place. He comes just from his logical, rational mind. So maybe those two parts of them are joining up to become one, to become whole. Yeah, more of what they're walking away from. Codependency, obsession, self-sabotaging behavior, self-restricting behavior, self-limiting tendencies. This is the devil. And it goes with what I was just saying, you guys. Goes with what I was just saying. It's exactly what I was just saying. They're moving away from. You know, obviously, if we got the King of Swords coming out, hopefully they're coming to balance with the Queen of Swords energy too. Yeah, it is the end of disillusionment. Okay, so Seven of Cups. Of course, there's a few different things that this could be. It could be options. It could be fantasy. It could be drug addiction or alcohol addiction or actually any kind of addiction. But it can be disillusionment, and that's the first thing that I was feeling when this card came out. Reversed. They're starting to see things as they really are in them. So their secrets are being exposed to themselves. And that's something that this eclipse absolutely was doing. So they're no longer seeing a foggy version of the truth. They're becoming aware to their dependency issues. They're becoming aware of their addictions, if they have any. They're becoming aware of all these things within them. And they're trying to figure out what to do now that they're becoming aware of them. Three of Wands. This is waiting for things to come in. This is waiting for your ships to come in. This is seeing things from a higher perspective. And although they're out pretty far off, they're coming. They're coming. So I really see a change in perspective here. Whoa. Okay, they flew out. That's a lot of cards. This landed on the King of Wands and the reversed Five of Pentacles. It's the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is negative self-talk. It's being all caught up in your mind. They're starting to realize that the reason they've been feeling left out in the cold is because of their own thoughts. They're really starting to see all of this is just within them and not outside things. And that's the beginning of awakening, you guys. This is the first time I've had a reading like this. Yeah. And then what came out, so they've been taking the time. They've been taking the time to go within themselves to search for answers. This is the Hermit. It was reversed. So they're feeling like it's time to move forward with these answers that they've been finding within themselves. There's divine intervention going on here. This is Justice, but if you look, you can barely see, I don't know if I can get it without the glare, but you can barely see there's an angel behind him. And so many times we feel like we're in this alone, but it's just because we can't see the divine intervention that's taking place, because it's not in front of our face. The divine intervention that's taking place here is them figuring these things out. You've put in the work, you've done all that, so they're not messing with you right now. The universal powers that be, you know, they're focusing their attention on the divine masculine to wake them up. And so this card specifically in this deck, especially lately, this curse, you know, sometimes it feels like a curse, is being lifted. See the trumpets in the sky, heralding that it is time. There's some things that are going to be changing. There's some things that are There's some things that are going to be changing. This is a death card. Transformations. Sudden endings. Sudden new beginnings. I was wondering where that was going to be, because with the eclipse, that card has been everywhere. It's up to you. Well, let's see. It's up to them how much of a transformation they're going to allow. But when they do let that, they'll be really happy with how much love they feel instead of really afraid. King of Cups. And the King of Cups can also hold back his feelings. But no, not this guy, because he's singing it in the rain. He's happy with the downpour of feelings. He's excited about it. And then celebration is coming. 3 of Cups. So, get ready, you guys. Because the Divine Masculine is really starting to stir and get woken up now. More so than ever before. Those of you who are going to be reuniting on this timeline, because everybody has their own, it's going to be coming soon. It's going to be coming this year soon, okay? So keep anticipating the future, keep looking forward to it, and just know, yeah, you've been feeling this too, but you didn't know if it was hopeful thinking or not. It's not. It's what's going on. So, I hope that resonated. Please comment and like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and let me know that it's resonating with you, because that's what encourages me to keep going. I am active with my comments, and I do respond to messages, and if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information will be below, and I would love to get into depth with you personally for your own situation. Until next time, guys, namaste.